All right, hey everybody, welcome to our Hot Toys podcast review for the month of July 2022. We did our last episode a little bit late, so we're going to be starting a little bit further into July as than normal. All right, so let's just share the screen and get started. The first thing we're going to discuss
Alright,
is Amazing Spider-Man.
alright.
I got to say, I hate what they've done with the neck joint.
I agree.
All the
That's
people
what seems to be
complaining
running
because they
theme.
wanted to see a little bit of skin. I mean, this is not worth these hideous neck joints that we now see. It completely
Yeah,
ruins the silhouette of the traps. Like it's just bad, stupid.
which is
Um,
disappointing how long we've been waiting for these figures, and they end up with that.
People
That's
complained, so got what we wanted. Um, I'm surprised. Like, how do they not see it themselves? Though, how do they not look at that and go, "Is it really that important that you see the skin?" I never cared, and
yeah.
I'm a person who displays my Peter Parkers with their head on, like the unmasked sculpt, a lot. I never cared. I'm staring at mine right now, my battle damage version. It means whatever.
Yeah, I don't care either, but yeah, I don't it looks so ugly, and I'm surprised that they would go down that route, especially with the previous figures that they've made of these that
Well,
they look
yeah.
pretty well made. I mean, all
I
things
mean, the
considered.
previous versions were not so great, but that was a different system. They had it as an attached piece. The Holland figures are the ones where they made it a removable head, and that was a better idea.
Now, can I ask you a question? Why is it that this one is branded The Amazing Spider-Man 2 instead of No Way Home?
So this seems like a pure licensing issue. I don't know if Andrew Garfield would was refusing, but this is the same head sculpt from that Amazing Spider-Man that they gave years ago. It's just been updated with new paint and maybe like some more wrinkles or something. It's the same head. This isn't a head that's already been approved. It is not a head that they had to get new approval for. That is what I think the holdup is. They can't get approval for a new No Way Home figure. So this is an older figure from a license they already had. And using the likeness, they're using a head that they already have approval for.
Interesting,
There
okay.
is a rumor going around that they are working on getting the approval and that the head sculpt may be updated and the stand may be updated. But right now, that's not the case. I've never seen this before where they would like announce a figure under one license and then update it. So like I take that rumor with a grain of salt, but they've been doing a lot of things they haven't done before. So
Mhm.
I don't know. But that's the old head sculpt. Have you seen that?
You've shown me pictures of it in the past.
But I think a lot of people are actually thinking that it's a new head sculpt.
Well, remember when I made the assumption that the T's where they're all pointing at each other was just the old figures, and I was dead wrong.
Yeah. You see
Um,
this? Look at
yeah,
that head.
I see it. Uh-huh.
Oh, here. It's actually the same head. Look at the hair,
Yeah, I see it. It's just differently painted.
which they've done a good job with the paint, but it's the same. I wonder if there's a side by side somewhere. No. But yeah, it is the same. So aside from that, I think the figure looks pretty good. It looks like they've tried to capture his physique a little better.
Mhm.
He should be bigger than the other two.
I am gonna buy it, I will say that.
It's not on Sideshow.
Really?
I don't know why. It's not up for order on Sideshow.
It really must be a licensing problem then, that's strange.
Something weird is going on. I don't know
I've seen
what.
people complaining, that A, the eyes aren't white enough, and B, they're forcing you to buy his accessories separately with the stand.
They're not forcing you. They can't. It's Amazing Spider-Man 2. His accessories don't come with him in that movie. That's why it's a licensing issue. See,
Yeah.
Toby's here. Um, we go by Hot Toys. There's no. He's not
That
here.
is really, really weird.
No,
Huh.
he
Well,
is
okay
not
then.
here. Very strange. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, anything else to say about? Oh, the eyes being not white enough. They have a lot of detail on them. You can see it's got like that um, honeycomb texture.
Mhm.
You know, he does vary a lot between movie to movie, or scene to scene, I should say. So
There's one thing I will say. And I'm speaking from experience with my Spider Gwen figure because I haven't gotten my hands on Miles yet. It looks like they're using that type of thinner material for this figure instead of going with the more like thick rubbery shit that they use for the PS4 suits.
I like this. Yeah, it looks better. His looks the best, to be honest.
So
I'm
yeah, I
not
mean,
sure what they're doing different with him that they're not doing with the others.
it looks like he has some decent posability, which is
Because
nice.
the crouch is not bunching up in like weird ways, which you'll see the Toby one does.
Hmm.
All right, let's move on. But yeah,
All right.
I'm pleased enough with that head sculpt.
So that's a buy for you.
Should have looked at this one. Yes, I will be buying all three of them.
All right.
Well, I shouldn't say that, but yeah, I'm gonna buy this one. The lizard stand. So I canceled my order for the lizard. I want to know what the price is going to be for this one. Is this stand going to cost $300? Because if it is, I might just buy the lizard figure, or I might just buy neither.
I'm still buying the figure, but
I if I would rather have the stand personally. You know what? The lizard's a shitty character. It's a shitty villain from that movie. This is a shitty version of the lizard. Why do I need to pay $250 or over or almost $300 to have that character on the shelf? Like just to say he exists. If there's a representation of him from the movie and the whole six, and this is good enough. The other one has a stupid face anyway.
I mean, yeah, I guess. And it's different strokes, I guess. I'm still gonna buy the figure, but the stand looks okay at the very least.
Stan looks great. So yeah, well, I want to know how much it costs. That's why I'm waiting to see how much it goes up for on Sideshow. Um, they've been a lot of the other like third party sites have been selling them as a set
Hmm.
and not separate. So I want to know what the price is because I'm assuming Sideshow will not sell them as a set. That would be the point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm confused, but I'm fine with it. Like, I mean, you either want the stand or you don't. I don't feel like you could just not pose them with this stand and it's fine. But I'm thinking most people are gonna have like some type of three display, like the three of them.
Hmm.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna have Tom Holland in the center, probably, maybe. How are you gonna differentiate the stand? You're gonna need flight stands, probably, unless you just want them standing with each other. Some people are literally talking about they want to do the meme where they're pointing at each other. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're gonna spend over $300 on each of these figures to make a meme of them
And then
pointing
you
at
won't
each
even
other.
really need the stand then, so that's a little weird. All right.
So anyway, um, I'm okay with this. I just want to see the price.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm not gonna buy it though.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think the sculpt is not so good.
Yeah, I'm not as sold on this figure as some people I've seen.
Kind of looks like he's not wearing pants. Kind of. I like the gray.
I
Like
like the gray and I like the rocks that he comes with, like the display. Um, but this opens up a thing I wanted to ask about. So if you go back a picture where the box with the lightsabers, this I think is one of those figures that Sideshow is doing limited releases for, right?
they're all doing. There's a lot. There's like four. There's like Thor, Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, and Toby Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And there might be more. I don't remember.
So what's the deal with that? Like if it's a limited time, you can't get it otherwise?
That they did it last year with the black and gold, but it was a time thing. But I don't think the black and gold version had a specific exclusive accessory. This is what they're saying. If you don't order it, yeah, I think we'll see. It's almost like, are you going to call their bluff? I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't support it. Like I ordered Toby, but that's because I was going to get Toby. I don't even care about the Doc Ock arm. Um, but if it's just like, oh, I fear I might miss out, like I would not support that. Um, because that's bullshit. They shouldn't do that to people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't care about the extra stuff. I just want the figures in general.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
I do like the the display stand he comes with though.
Okay, I mean, this doesn't seem like Obi-Wan to me. Like,
I
I
mean,
don't recall him doing this. It doesn't
if
look, it's not his robes.
well, if you're looking for a figure that sort of is this, I would just go for the Mythos Obi-Wan from Sideshow
I will
and,
not purchase a sideshow figure.
and maybe do a body replacement for it. But
I wouldn't touch any of their quality. I think
oh, I agree with you. I bought Mythos Boba and I did an entire replacement on it because it was so horrible quality.
what do you think about the sculpt?
It doesn't, yeah, I don't. It doesn't really look like Ewan McGregor. Maybe a little bit, but I don't
It
like it.
looks like him, but he's sort of puffed up. The mouth is weird. They always struggle with the mustache, like upper lip. And
Yeah,
this show sucked. I mean, let's just be honest. Like,
yeah. No, you're right.
at what point the prices are so insane? The prices are truly insane. You're gonna pay over $300 for this figure. It's just him in gray robes and a head sculpt that's like, kind of okay, from a show that sucked ass.
It's a little bit of a given and take because this figure specifically I don't like, but when we get to the next one, I have a little bit of a different view.
He has
Yeah, that
rolling
right,
eyes.
even in the light, like that doesn't look good.
He does have the rolling eyes, which is interesting.
Yeah,
I
yes.
wouldn't mind an older Obi-Wan figure, but he also doesn't look that much older in this sculpt. So
I know you say you don't like the sideshow stuff, but Mythos Obi-Wan looks fine.
I like the way he looks. I will not purchase a sideshow quality figure. Also, why? Like, I don't need it anyway.
That's fine.
Wolverine,
I
1917.
I kind of wanted to buy this at first because I have a bunch of Wolverine figures that I'm gonna assemble, but I don't like the expression on his face.
I think the sculpt is not so great.
Yeah, I don't like it. I like his outfit,
I think
and
the
I like
stand
the
is
fact that he
also
has
a
the
little
bow.
overkill too.
Yeah,
It's got grass. It's got sentinel machine guns, rubble, like a concrete wall. Why? Why is there so much?
I like I like the majority of the stuff having to do with this figure. Just I don't like the face.
I think his forehead is too big.
His hair is also too well shaped.
Well, I mean, it's a sculpt, but
Yeah, and also like that little dangling thread of hair is a little out of place.
I don't mind that either. If you
I
look at
don't know.
his face, his actual face, it's really small. It's like kind of squished into like the lower section of his head.
So
The
your main thing
entire
is just
face.
like the height of the forehead and stuff like that.
I think it's hurting the likeness. I think if his eyebrows were like up here, just reshape it a little bit, give it a little more space. Because the expression isn't bad, but something looks weird. I'm also not a big fan of this outfit.
I mean,
I
I
do
like
like the
it for what
forearms
it
though.
is. I'd say if you were gonna do this figure, just take the head off the already existing Days of Future Past Wolverine and stick it on here, and it would probably look fine.
That head hasn't aged as well either. I think they needed an updated Wolverine sculpt, and they kind of blew it. The
Plus,
thing
that
about
that leather jacket looks like a nightmare too, because pleather leather doesn't really last or work very well, in my opinion.
I mean, it depends on your humidity. Um, but like you should be fine. You shouldn't. It shouldn't be
I don't
like
particularly have problems with it. It's just like it wears out depending on how you're going to pose it. Especially him, got his arms moving around, stuck in bent places.
yeah. I would show off the forearms personally, but also he has the bone claws, and I don't care so much about that either.
Yeah,
So there's a lot here that I'm like, oh, but then I think about it, I'm like, actually, this isn't really what I want. Like this isn't the Wolverine figure, Hugh Jackman, that I'm waiting for. I got my Logan version. If they want to make a younger version, I'm gonna need a more modern like jacket. I'm gonna need the adamantium claws
hmm.
and a better head sculpt. And so this thing has none of those.
Now, out of curiosity, do you think this is going to be the last Wolverine figure you get before they reboot the X-Men?
Um, no, I think they'll go back to the well.
They still have a chance to make the Sentinels from Days of Future Past. That's all I care about.
They're not gonna do
They'll
that.
never do it. I
Yeah.
don't think they'll ever do it, but I could
You
still
still
dream.
have like at least 3 years before X-Men is even.
Oh,
Like,
when okay. Well, what year did the last Wolverine figure come out?
it would have been, well, they didn't do one for Logan.
They did one for Days of Future Past, and they did one for the Wolverine,
Yeah.
and that was
I'm surprised
before
they did this,
2019.
but depending on how it sells, because it seems like people are excited for it.
I was excited for it when they announced it.
I'm curious to see how many actually comes through because
Oh my god, posing the claws like that with the machine gun tucked in between them, that's just asking for a chip or a break.
I think it'll depend on how these sales go. They might do a different outfit for him if these sales go well, but I would need a different head sculpt to be interested.
Yeah, all right, that's a good way to describe it.
Um, let's see. Uh, Hot Toys Summer Showcase. See what kind of crap they got this time.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Um, Doc Ock, I'm still interested in. There's your
Mm-hmm.
lizard base,
Mm-hmm.
but he is not. I don't know. They can't even put him on it. How interesting is that? He's on a different base.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
Um, Toby is there. He
Mm-hmm.
is not on his own base, which is also weird. Um, this suit is here, which I am not buying. Are you buying this one?
Uh, I don't. The only two Tom Holland figures I own are the homemade suit and the stealth suit. And the stealth suit I turned it into the noir suit, so it doesn't count. I don't own an advanced suit or an
The red
upgraded
and black
suit.
one is a good one, and that's going to be my suit for my display.
If I can find one for a good price, I'll probably do that as well. But we'll see.
You could find one for a good price.
All
I mean,
right,
at this point, I would just wait until this one comes out, and I'm sure you'll find it for $200 or less. Um,
sure.
um, a Green Goblin. I'm surprised we didn't see a different version of him teased or something. So I wonder, is this it?
Yeah, we haven't seen his head sculpt yet either.
Yeah. Electro still looks like someone pissed on him. He doesn't look great. Like I might consider buying him, but he would have to be on the discount shelf.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna buy these figures. But
Did you see this speeder?
yeah, okay. I have a view on this. I think this thing is super cool. However, it's so massive. I don't know where someone would ever put this to have it be feasible. And also, this thing's probably going to be well over $1,000. So,
They will never make this.
oh, really?
They often put out like at one point they had like a whole, I don't know, I guess it was a Death Star thing, but it was like all the troopers lined up with Darth Vader. It was like a whole army.
Oh, that I've seen
Giant
that picture.
display. Yeah.
It's next to
That
the Millennium Falcon, right?
yes, that's what it was. Um that never went up either. They often do some cool thing like this, but it doesn't get made.
Hmm. All right.
This looks like a 1/4 Mark 5, Mark 6,
I thought they were going to
Mark
reissue this
4.
one because I saw they did a 2.0 version or 2
This
3.0
is a
or something.
1/4 scale.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
care. I don't
yeah, I'm
care
not going
about
to
it.
buy it, but
Yeah, but it's cool. See the Batwing. This is another thing you'll never see.
would you buy that even if they
No,
did?
no, no. Why? Like the Batmobile is different, but not that.
Yeah.
Cool picture.
I like the droids. If they sold the droids separately, I might buy that.
If you say so, I don't know.
I don't know.
Obi-Wan. Meh. Oh, it
He
doesn't
looks
look good
he
there
looks
at all.
constipated.
Yeah. I mean, they tried. I don't mind them trying an expressive head sculpt, but that ain't it.
Yeah,
It looks a little better there.
I guess the face doesn't match the pose.
I mean, he's it's an action. They tried. Mark 85, weird color.
Okay, have you seen the repaint? Someone took this, repainted it, or I mean, I guess the original, repainted it and made it into the Superior Iron Man with the Tom Cruise head sculpt.
I don't think I've seen that.
They painted it silver. It looked cool.
John Wick.
Yeah, no, fuck,
Oh wait, not John Wick. This
fuck,
is
fuck
the new
Neo.
one.
I'm not gonna buy Neo.
Yeah.
And
Um,
I really wanted Arena Boba, but since he's like impossible to get now, I've kind of lost my luster.
I don't even understand what happened. Usually, like they do come back in stock. It like what sold out immediately, which
Yeah.
that's not something that used to be how it was when I started collecting. Was every order would sell out immediately if you didn't get right on. Um, so that Star Wars still has a lot of drawing power.
Hmm.
Dead Strange, I do want this. I'm not paying full price for it.
Yeah. All three of
This
these figures are gonna end up in my collection eventually.
This one I want, but that expression, man, there's just nothing to it.
I'm not gonna stick her in that pose, but
Oh no, I'm not buying the deluxe either. And I might try to track down this head sculpt at some point, maybe.
mm, all right.
Vader,
Mm-hmm. I'm sure we're gonna talk about him later.
there's your boy, all your boys.
Yeah.
You
I'm
own,
not gonna buy Cobb Vanth, I don't think.
no?
Nah, I mean I already have Boba in that armor anyway. I don't really need another one. And I don't know where the hell would you put that droid in the flying thing?
I mean, some people only have Star Wars. They're teasing the Vulture again.
Okay. I don't get it. I really like the version that we have, the Iron Scavenger, but
I never even really saw mine. It's still in a box.
yeah, so was mine. But I've taken the wings out and I've inspected them and they look really good. I don't know. I don't know if I want to shell out the money for this one though.
Well, I
Why
wouldn't. I mean,
bother?
they're showing off some accessories, but I don't care.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I might be tempted by that stand just so that it matches the rest of my collection, but I often don't use the normal stands anyway, so who cares?
Hmm.
And also, I think Jazz Inc. does give you a pretty sturdy stand that's like meant and
Oh
well
yeah, no,
designed.
it's like the rig, like it's
Yeah,
an industrial rig. It's
yeah. No interest
ugh,
in this at all. Lightyear,
yeah, no, looks weird.
Cost Babies. God,
Oh, aren't they cute, Kia?
what is this? Oh, the Batman. Okay.
Yeah.
They must be selling Cost Babies because I don't understand why they keep making them.
Oh yeah, the I Am Groot show is coming out.
Not for
Not
me,
coming
it
out.
isn't.
No, not for me either.
All right, so that was the summer showcase. Here is the blogger photos for the Dark Trooper collectible
Yeah,
from The Mandalorian.
I really don't care. I mean, I guess they look okay, but
They're
these are not my thing.
robots.
I know they're robots, but
Yeah,
they still
I
look
mean,
like
I feel
they look
nothing.
like Emperor Zurg from Toy Story. You could
Yeah,
probably pose that thing next to Buzz Lightyear, and they wouldn't.
yeah, you should. Yeah,
They'd look well together.
yeah. Just give him a cape.
Yeah.
It does look just like Emperor Zurg. Yeah, so I feel nothing. Um, Spider-Man with the cloak released.
You might remember a time when I said I really wanted this figure.
Well, because you like
Um,
the outfit, right?
yeah, because I like the outfit.
But
Um,
they've got that stupid like rubbery thing going again.
yeah, well,
The
I will
texture
never
just
be
looks
buying this.
weird.
I will never be buying this
How
figure.
come?
Well, first of all, it's like you said, it's in that cartoon format, so it doesn't really match with the rest of my collection. It's
Yeah.
very gloss, as you can see.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it's got that rubber
Well, don't
suit.
you have the Spider-Verse figures? Those are
Yeah,
cartoon.
but okay, Spider Gwen doesn't look that cartoony though. She still fits with the rest. This one has a different because she's got texture to her. This one doesn't. This one looks very animated and glossy, like almost like too animated, I guess. You could put them side, but you could put them side by side. There's a similarity, but they're not.
I mean, I'm looking at the creases here. Like this is a different material than the Stark suit. And I don't know why they use it. It just looks bad.
I'm pretty sure one of the
Ugh.
reasons is because they wanted to
This,
get that gloss. They wanted to get that material look to make it look animated.
I guess.
But yeah, my God.
No, thank you. I'm really worried like if they ever make that end of No Way Home outfit with the bright blue,
Hmm.
what material are they going to use? Because I almost feel like it should just be fabric.
Yeah, you better hope it's just fabric or something like that. Because if it's like this, then that's gonna
It
be
just
a
ruins it.
letdown.
Yeah, so no interest in the cloak or anything like that.
I mean, with the amount of like custom Strange stuff that I do, I wouldn't mind having the cloak separately, but it doesn't match. It's still animated looking.
Yeah.
But it might be a nice for an alternate Strange, I guess. If you can find it.
Peacemaker. In
I'm
your
not gonna buy the
words,
figure, but I'm glad they updated the face.
why aren't you gonna buy it?
Because I don't really have a DC collection. I only have two DC figures, and
What are they?
it's Arkham Deathstroke and Arkham
Oh.
Batgirl. Only two I own, and I'm not gonna buy any others.
So they made his arms not jointed. It's rubber now, and then they made it so the tongue could come out. And they give him a new face, or was that face there before?
No, that I think that's a new face because the only one they had was the tongue one before. Remember?
Okay.
See,
Yeah, I
here's
mean
my
this is
thing.
yeah.
Um, like I said, I like what they did, but here's my hope. If they would go to this length to change Peacemaker, don't you think they'd go to the length to change Doc Ock with that head sculpt?
I think they will. Yeah. But there's major licensing issues with Sony movies. Like something's going on.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
Peacemaker, there was a lot of hype when this show started, and you haven't heard a fucking word about it since.
I mean, I liked the show. The show wasn't awful, but
But are people still like, I'm gonna buy this? Because there
assu-
were a lot of people who were into it, but you don't hear anyone talk about it.
assuming you're a DC collector and you have a DC shelf, you probably have a bunch of the Justice League figures. You'd have to have the Suicide Squad to even have him fit in anywhere. So that's Deathstroke, not Deathstroke. I guess maybe. You'd need Deadshot. You'd need Harley Quinn. You'd need the So Toys, Idris Elba or whoever the fuck who he was. I don't even remember. King Shark that's coming out. You'd need a lot of clout and already like existing figures to justify that. But anyway, this one.
Morbius. My theory is that they have contractual obligations to make figures from the Sony films.
Uh huh.
At least one figure is my guess.
If I'm being honest, I'm gonna buy this figure.
I'm gonna buy it on discount. I will not be I will not get a new one. I will get secondhand discount version.
I only want this figure for two reasons. One, I think he'd look good in the Rogues Gallery versus Spider Man because all the other ones, including him, will look pretty cool. But secondly, if they come out with a Blade figure eventually, having them together would probably be really cool.
Yeah.
But I do have one problem with him, and that's I don't like that is the only head sculpt that they have. I would have
Yeah,
preferred a more neutral face as well.
but they're probably that I mean two head sculpts. This figure's expensive as fuck, by the way.
How expensive is it?
This is what like I mean people are starting to understand, but the prices are actually insane. You're looking at like $330 for the average Hot Toys now. This one's a little bit cheaper,
It's still
but
$300 tax and shipping.
at 20 for tax, so that's 280 and sorry, 20 for shipping, so that's 280 and roughly 30 for tax. So you're looking at 310 for this figure. It is not going to sell like that. It is going to be on discount.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many there'll be on the secondary market because I feel like people are going to buy it either because they really want it, and very few people are going to buy it on impulse because they really want it. So I don't know how many are going to resell it because they realize that they didn't want it, but I will only buy it secondhand, much cheaper. Um, I think it looks great. I feel like he was bigger around the shoulders. He had some haunches. You
Mm-hmm.
remember in the movie like he was like
Yeah,
look at me in the camera like he had like giant shoulders, like
he was pretty beefy. Yeah,
he looks a little normal here.
I
Um
I will say though, as someone who likes to do a lot of kit bashing and stuff, I feel like even if this figure is shitty and you're gonna buy it at discount, it has a lot of potential with it because that outfit that it comes with, you could use for a lot of things. Those effects, as much as you say you don't like those like lightning effects, I think if you're gonna make an alternative dark Doctor Strange, those would be perfect for that because he had the purple glow in
sure.
Multiverse of Madness.
I don't like the bats. I'll probably not display those. I mean, we'll see how they look in person, but I doubt it. And then
I
there
might
was
display those
one
with Blade if they make a Blade figure that might look cool next to Blade.
yeah, maybe. Um I think like this pose isn't bad with the effects,
Hmm.
but the ones where he's just like doing this, I don't think so. I'm not hating on this figure. I'm actually quite pleased with it. But I will not pay this price.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
a
won't.
little,
Like I
that's
just won't
obscene.
have it. So what did we get? 1/6 scale Grogu. I don't understand. Was Grogu up for order just by himself?
No, I believe this is the accessory kits. This is like the Loth Cat. This is the like all the like little mini things from Mandalorian season 1, I believe. Yeah, so they have the Loth Cat, they have the crate.
Oh, I didn't even know this was a. But Grogu comes with it.
I think, yeah, I think so. Yeah, they have the updated pram. They have him in the bundle.
Jesus.
You'll probably see it at the end. I'm not gonna buy it because I already have one Grogu. Oh, actually, I have two Grogus. Because when you buy Mandalorian, he comes with two. I don't need another one.
One in the crib and one like just sitting out.
I like the bundled version. Like if I could just buy
This
that,
one,
yeah, I like that one. If it just to have like maybe have Mandalorian holding them or something, but
you'll be able to find it.
I don't need any of the other stuff. It's so extraneous.
Jesus. Okay. I mean, the stuff looks good.
Yeah,
Um, this is one that I was interested in. I'm not gonna buy it because I don't buy video game stuff anymore. But
I'm tempted with this one, but there is a downside. There's a couple downsides actually.
what?
If you've seen the reviews of it, the first is I think this is the first of the coming figures that is it's not battery powered. It has a USB permanently
Okay.
plugged into the back. So if you want it to glow, you have to have it plugged in at all times. And
I
because of
mean,
that,
that's fine.
um, the head sculpt without the lights on, you can barely see the eyes.
That would be my concern
Yeah.
because you
So
have to
that's
have it plugged in all the time. There's no point in giving it batteries if you can't see the eyes unless it's on.
you can pop off. Okay, from what I've seen, the helmet has like a plastic screen over it that you can pop off and see the eyes a little bit more clearly. But I don't know, it looks a little awkward with it. But I like it. I
I'm
do like
curious.
this
So, what kind of
figure.
setup do you need to have the USB plugged in? Are you supposed to run a USB cable into your display?
I would assume. I mean,
No, I will not do
I don't
that.
think it's very feasible, especially where like if you're like me, I have my Spider-Man figurines front and center in my display, like right in the middle. And having to run a cable through the back all the way down behind my display and into a wall socket is just far too much for one single figure.
Yeah, no, and there's also like when you have your Module case and all the lighting is like meant to be integrated, and so then you're gonna have to run a wire and drill holes anyway.
Yeah, no. Uh, but he looks cool.
Yeah, he does. What do we got? Comic Con.
Yeah,
Comic
Comic
Con used to be
Con.
such a big deal, dude. Like, I don't know, it's just not as fun as it used to be. I'm talking about
I found some old photos like years ago when I went and I was taking pictures of the sideshow stuff. I caught pictures of like Hella and Doctor Strange when they were coming out, like before I was really like starting to collect these things, and I had no idea what they were. It was interesting to look back.
people are a little upset about the neck joint there.
It looks
That's
like
just a
his head is falling
prototype.
off.
It's just a prototype, and like look at the ankles here. Like this is just prototype stuff, which is a little alarming how early they seem to be in the process still.
Yeah.
Because I assume there was licensing holding it up, but not on the production side. Vulture again, Speeder again. Batman 1989's TV setup.
I'm not gonna buy this, but I feel like this is something that you might buy.
No, I will not buy it. No, come on. Like, why? For what?
Well, I assume because you like Batman, especially Keaton Batman.
I know, but I'm done just buying bullshit. Like, why do I need his TVs?
Good point.
But apparently, there might be a re release, like, because they're showing it off and because he's going to appear in a new movie. Um,
Yeah.
there's Amazing Spider Man still on his own stand, it looks like.
Hmm. You can see Carnage in the back there. We haven't really seen many
Yeah.
photos of him.
I think there are some better ones here. No interest in this at all. Um, had it and sold it. I still like this one. If it ever is around for like 150, I might grab it.
Hmm.
We see Clint Barton. I think his face looks weird, but that's how his
Yeah.
face is. I have no interest in him in this
Yeah.
outfit. The thing is, I do like that he matches with Kate Bishop though. So I'd have to see if I ever get Kate, and then would my Civil War version look good next to her?
Well, I don't own a Hawkeye, but I said I would not buy her or him, but I have been wrong in the past because I've bought figures that I said I'd never buy and loved them. So you never know. I'll keep my options open.
Yeah, they might make a newer version of her that's better. I don't know that you're going to get a much newer version of him. Um, and then if that happens, then these ones will be around for much cheaper. So whatever.
Hmm.
This Star Lord T'Challa looks horrible.
Yeah, I've seen people complaining about his head, like his hair. It looks
Yeah,
far too flat.
it's smooth. I don't know. Is that supposed to be his hair, or
Yeah.
is that part of the helmet? Because it looks so seamless. It
No,
looks like a helmet.
that's part of his hair. The helmet is look at Star-Lord's helmet. His hair pops out the top.
I know, but it's a little bit of a different design. It's not
That
the
is
exact
that is
same
not
thing.
the helmet. I guarantee you that is his hair.
Yeah, weird. The tailoring looks okay. I hate the style, the animated style. So
Yeah.
there's this Iron Man thing. I no
Yeah,
no interest
I
in
have
that.
no interest in that. That's far too big.
These
No, I
three,
don't have any interest in these either.
dead on arrival. Um, this one looks okay, but I'll never pay for it. No way. Moon Knight looks like he can barely move.
Toilet paper man.
Diaper Man, yeah. But he looks like he can't even lift his legs higher than that.
Yeah.
No interest. These two look pretty good.
Yeah.
I want the other two. I can't buy these two unless I have Icarus and Cersei.
Yeah, I guess I can agree with that.
But I like them. Yeah, I know that they're going to be cheap, so I'm not like freaking out over the price.
Hmm.
I can definitely find them cheaper. Uh, this Loki sculpt is okay.
He and Sylvie are kind of growing on me a little bit, even though I said I wouldn't buy them.
Her sculpt looks good. I'm not buying like some D tier character. Um,
Hmm.
that Loki looks a little better, but we don't have a clear picture of him. No interest in this at all.
He looks something awful. Look at that arm.
Yeah, trash. No interest in this.
Yeah.
No interest in this. Carnage.
Yeah. I still have interest in Carnage.
I mean, he's not like what I imagined a Carnage figure would be, but I still want him.
He's pretty big. Look at that.
Yeah, he is. He's gigantic.
He's never gonna fit my glass cases. I
Carnage?
like Darth Vader. I like yeah. Look how Venom barely fits.
He'll
Like his
fit in your
head.
Magicase, though.
Oh yeah, he'll fit in my Magic case, but assuming they ever show up.
Yeah. Obi-Wan.
Obi
I have
Wan.
almost nothing to say about the Vader. Do you? Do you have something you want to say about it?
Well, we'll get to him eventually because they have an official
No.
announcement for him.
I
And
like my
I'll
Rogue
talk about
One
that.
version. I'm good.
Yeah. I have the armor. The armor is okay. I prefer if her arms and legs were a little bit more articulated, but um I still see Fennec Shannon there. I'm gonna buy her eventually.
Has she released?
Nope, she comes out next year.
Oh, okay. There's your Arena Boba. There's that.
Yeah.
There's that.
I like the look of the Chrome Troopers. I'm not gonna buy it though, ever.
Yeah, they look cool. I won't buy it.
There's my boy. I have depending on if we see it. Did we go over the animated version last time?
The Boba?
No, of Cad Bane.
I don't think we saw that.
Because
They're making an animated version?
if we haven't talked about it last month, then you'll see it this month, and I'll talk about it then. But yeah, they're coming out with a Clone Wars version that I'm tempted to buy and kit bash with the normal version for multiple
Ton of
reasons.
Star Wars stuff, man.
Yeah, hey, it's a buyer's market. They have the entire Bad Batch out now. You can see them all there.
Man, Clone Wars people should be happy.
I like Django's good. I just got Django. I'm gonna show him off today.
So this is a new stand.
Yeah.
So they're thinking there might be a re-release. I might consider it.
Oh.
But he's going to be like $300. He can't move, so I'd like to know what improvements they have. Is he going to be bigger on a new body? Because then my Joker's out of scale. So that may not be worth it for me, you know?
Yeah, it might be better if you just stick with what
Um,
you got.
a new armory.
Who the fuck buys these?
I mean, I did buy the other one, but
There's
I sold it.
so many Batman figures.
Well, for a while, I was only collecting like Batman. So,
Hmm.
no
I
interest
get
in
it. I get it.
Batman. Are you getting the Batman?
Fuck no. I like his bike, but I'm still never gonna buy it.
Peacemaker, Buzz Lightyear. That's it. All right, rolling up.
Oh my god. Okay, have you seen the jokes? Here, go down to one more thing, just before we go to Vader. That video of Jared Leto talking about the Morbius figure.
Where was that? Here?
Yeah, right there. The jokes it's of him. He really does not look like he wants to be there. It looks like a POW video. It's
Yeah.
like,
Darth Vader.
okay, so I don't know. I don't have a Darth Vader figure,
Okay.
but my assumption of them coming out with a head sculpt like this was correct, and I actually really like it.
Yeah,
I
if you don't
think.
have a Darth Vader, I think you should buy this one.
I think. Yeah, I'm. It's that's the slippery slope. I love Darth Vader.
I would never pose him with that mask. Like,
Oh yeah. No. Well, you never know.
yeah,
I
it's
don't.
cool, but I mean, I want Darth Vader like at his full power. I don't know. I wouldn't put him like that.
If I Darth Vader is the nail in the coffin for me because I don't have him. I don't have any Jedi really. All I have are Mandalorian figures and soldiers from Star Wars. If I buy Vader, I'm gonna go down the route of I'm gonna buy Ahsoka, I'm gonna buy Luke, I'm gonna buy all that shit, and I don't want to go down. That's just money out of my pocket that I need. But I do love Vader, and I'm very tempted to
Do you
buy
have
this figure.
space for more Star Wars figures?
And when my Maji cases show up, I will. For now, I don't. My cases are stocked. I don't have any room at all. I have a whole table where I have just figures like not
I think he
displayed.
looks great. Um, but I have my Row One version, and that's all I need.
And then this might be the one for me. Then we'll see.
Yeah, I would buy this one if I didn't have. I mean, it's a cool accessory. I know that I would never pose him this way, but
Hmm. Well, here's the thing. That's the normal version, I think. I don't think he comes with a normal head sculpt.
what is a normal head
Do
sculpt?
you see the normal head somewhere
Oh,
on there?
that's true. Where the hell? So is that the deluxe?
I know. I think yeah. If I'm remembering correctly, I think the
Saw
deluxe
Iron
comes with the
Man here.
normal head.
Where's deluxe?
If there is one, uh, I don't know.
Oh, here it is. Weird. Weird that they put it up so late
Yeah.
after the original. There it is.
So
Yeah, so
yeah.
I would get the deluxe. That's what I would buy.
All right.
You need the finished mask. Like,
Yeah. There's no fucking way I display it with the fucked up head. As cool as it looks.
yeah, I mean, this is how he would be. Like, maybe not necessarily this pose, but you need him looking like the badass.
Yeah, you need
Not,
him to look pretty regal.
I think he loses a lot of shelf presence when with the mask half off.
Well, also like with the way the figure looks, that's supposed to be battle damaged. Like his little computer box on his chest is fucked up. His head is fucked up. The rest of him looks clean.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Any
know.
interest in this dude?
Fuck no, are you kidding me? Hell no.
Yeah, me either. All right, let's go back to what we missed. All right, Iron Man Mark III 2.0.
Yeah, that's the one that I was talking about earlier.
It looks
I have
good.
no interest. I have
I
no
have no
interest.
interest either. He's bigger. He's got an updated head sculpt that looks pretty damn good. He's got battle damage. Like, all that is a win.
Yeah, this is like original Iron Man too, so I do like
See
it.
the
I'm not gonna.
updated
It's gonna
height?
be expensive. It's gonna be very expensive.
Yeah. You see the height difference?
Yeah, I do.
It's crazy how they're doing the Mark One again and not fixing that. It's cool.
Hmm.
If you really want it, like I'm Iron Man'd out. I am not getting any more.
It's kind of funny. Like I saw
Cool
people
stand.
making the assumption, like now that Iron Man's dead in the continuity of the MCU, they're gonna stop making Iron Man figures. And they've
No,
come out with like 7 of them
it
since
will slow
Endgame.
down, but yeah. This is a cool stand.
They made an Ironmonger figure, right?
They did. It wasn't very good. It's old.
Hmm.
I
Didn't
like
you
the
own
out.
it? I think I saw it in your collection once.
I know I did not own Ironmonger. I owned Iron
You owned
Whiplash.
Whiplash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh,
It
all
has like
right.
cracks and stuff in it.
Yikes.
Mighty Thor.
I'm gonna end up buying this one,
I
I
think she
think.
looks terrible.
Yeah, I mean
This looks like a third-party Viking figure to me. Bison, whatever you
well,
call
have
it.
you seen the third party Fison that they made of Lady Thor?
No.
Look it up. Look up
What do I write?
it's Fison female Thor, Lady Viking, or whatever the fuck. Just type that. Um,
Female Thor.
yeah, you'll probably see it in there. Yeah, the first one,
This is
that one.
Marvel Legends.
Well, that's not Marvel Legends. Where is it? I know it's here. Or I'll look it up as well.
1/6 female Thor. Well, what was your point about it anyway?
my point is that
Oh, was that it right there? Is this
that's
it?
it. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Lightning Warrior?
Yeah, Lightning Warrior. That's it.
I mean, it doesn't
It
seem that much worse.
it looks about on par.
Yeah.
If anything, I mean, you take that and you put Mjolnir in your hand. It's basically the same thing.
Helmet's better. Oh, these are different helmets. Wait, does she hold like
I'm not a
multiple
fan of the
helmets?
face, but
Oh, this is a premium format. Okay.
the one downside that has is I believe all the armor is die cast.
Yeah, I don't like that third parties love to do that. So she doesn't have light up eyes probably, but
No, and the but she looked okay. I mean, all things considered, especially compared to the actual figure we're getting.
yeah, I mean the body, isn't quite right and whatever. It doesn't look like Natalie Portman, but
Well, because there was a time when I said I wanted to buy that, and you're like, just wait for the actual Lady Thor figure, and here she is.
yeah. I just don't think that she looks very good. This is okay. I was expecting one that like bursts outward, like in a spread.
Hmm.
Um, not so much the whip thing. Um, battle damage helmet. What the fuck is the point of that?
There is no point. You see a little bit more of her face, and that's it.
I know it doesn't even look battle damage. It just looks like she wears half a mask or something.
Here's the
So
thing. I have an Asgard cabinet that has pretty much everyone that you can fit in it. So I think I'd
I
like
might
to
buy
have her.
her secondhand on discount, but it's gonna 100% depend on her face.
Hmm.
Because if it doesn't look like Natalie Portman, then I have absolutely zero interest in the figure. So that's it for me. Like that's the deal breaker is 100% Natalie Portman sculpt. I don't even think they look good together, honestly.
I don't like him.
I think they look
Her I
weird.
can her I kind of like. I actually kind of like her.
Not with that helmet on. That's like a generic face under there.
Well, you're gonna get the unhelmeted version too.
That's what I'm saying. Like without, if this isn't good, there's nothing in it for me. Like this face here, that doesn't look anything like her. And I actually think that the likeness here isn't bad, but the whole thing together, I just don't see. Like
All
I
right.
just don't see it. The outfit's okay. People are mad she has sculpted hair. I don't care. I prefer sculpted hair at this point. But you're not going to be able to move her head much.
Yeah, I mean, I've complained about sculpted hair in the past, but for this one, I don't really mind.
You don't want to move her head.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, have her? You can have her head pointed up for a flight, down for like a
It should have
hover.
like a flight, like Scarlet Witch. They had a flight version.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It looks rubbery enough to be able to move.
How much is she?
I'll bet she's expensive. She even up on Sideshow yet? Oh, she is. 305. Oh, that's the special edition. And
So
it's a limited release.
You're looking at 350.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, it's limited time release because it has
She
the
doesn't even come out until
it has
2024.
this stupid thing.
I'm not gonna buy the
$350 for that.
2024. That's
Yeah,
a long time away.
can't do it. Just can't. Like, I mean, I could, but I don't want to. I refuse. RoboCop? Are you have any interest in RoboCop?
I like Terminator, RoboCop not so much.
It's from RoboCop 3, which my understanding is a terrible one, and also had a different actor. So I'm curious, do they have? They don't even have his face. It had a different face. If you like RoboCop, cool. I don't.
Yeah, I
Out of
mean,
curiosity.
they have. I mean, I think Emerson made a comment to me. The original not the original, the remake RoboCop looks much cooler, in my opinion.
Yeah, but the movie sucked.
The movie sucked, but
I think Michael Keaton was in it. Is this it?
375 for the normal version of
Yeah.
this figure, or
No, I mean
for
it's
the
the
special edition.
exclusive. Yeah. Was there a deluxe version? I don't think so.
Well, that is the deluxe version, or
Yeah,
the
there's
special
only
version.
one version.
I thought I saw. Here, go back. I thought I saw. No, like search it on Sideshow. I could have sworn I saw two.
No.
Yeah, see, one special
$89
edition
action
and one normal
figure.
version. It's the same price, I guess. Why would you
Oh,
even bother with
yeah,
the normal
but it's
version?
not. Yeah, it's just missing that stupid collectible piece. It's not like a deluxe and a standard thing. But yeah, why would you? Okay, and then finally the big Kahuna.
Good
think
old boy Toby.
I
I've been waiting
think
for a
the
while for this.
blue looks a little the blue looks a little dark. I don't like the neck joint.
I do like his head sculpt though.
See, like, are you gonna pose him like this?
No.
How are you
Maybe.
gonna pose him?
Not something like this. I'm not gonna have them bent or in the air like that because it'll ruin the fabric after a time. But
How are you gonna pose them?
I'm gonna I don't really know. I've been envisioning like a battle scene or like villains side by side with the Spider-Man, but
Look how the traps are ruined by this neck joint.
yeah, I can see it.
And he's coming with the right accessories.
Well, that's because he's been branded with No Way Home. This isn't
Yeah.
like original Spider-Man or Sam Raimi.
I think the sculpt is a little soft.
I like that they gave him the shorter hair that he had.
As opposed to what?
Well, didn't he have his head and face look different in the original?
Yeah, but
So
it's not the original. Like you just said it. It's
yeah, I know.
No
I'm
Way
saying
Home.
I like that they gave him a new head sculpt as opposed to Andrew because they had an original head sculpt for him eventually, right? Or originally, right?
Yeah, but it's yeah. The licensing allows them to give an updated head sculpt.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna buy this figure.
I actually have it on order already. I wanted the Sandman base.
Yeah, as opposed to the figure, which looks awful.
I mean, it looked okay. I actually ordered that and then canceled it.
The Sandman figure with just the head.
What do you mean, just the head?
Look up like the third party Sandman figure.
No, I know. Yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah, that I thought it was fine.
Really? Well, okay, differing opinions then.
Um, I mean, it's $150. Like, what do you expect from it?
Okay, well, I thought it was more expensive. All right, never mind.
But I'm getting the base. I like that I can knock out Sandman and Lizard on um, on the
On
base
bases
and not
alone,
have to
yeah.
give shelf space for them. But let's look up. Maybe we could figure out the difference between the prices. So this is 445. And what is the standard version?
Is there a standard version? I
Yeah,
think there is.
yeah, because this is the deluxe version. So 445. Tell me if you see it.
Probably just look up friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. It'll pop up faster.
Oh, wait, did we already go past it? I think we did.
I think it might have been
Friendly neighborhood deluxe version, and then I just saw one.
I think it might have been a Comic-Con photo. Like
So the deluxe version is the only one available?
well, okay, look up friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, like in the search bar and see.
And Hot Toys.
Yeah, there's the deluxe again.
I only see one. There's
It
the,
might
the
it
one
might
with
be
the
incoming
subscription.
soon then, because I thought I saw the photos from Comic-Con there a moment ago. I'll assume that it's somewhere in the 300 range without the base.
Hmm. So anyway, I used my points and I had a gift card. Um,
Worth it, you think?
for that one, yeah. I want to know what the lizard cost is. I'm really surprised that it's not out already.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so glad to have Sandman represented like that. It's cool. I will probably be displaying them something like this.
That'll look cool.
A part of me wants to get two
Why?
so that I could display one like this and one like this. Um, but I don't know, not for that price. We'll see.
Yeah. I'll probably just stick with the one and do
I'll
it with
also, I
the
mean,
mask
it's very
on.
likely that there's going to be another version coming down eventually.
Really? You think so?
I'll probably show up one more time at least.
Huh. All right. Seems interesting. There's Darth
Okay,
Vader again.
so that's it for Hot Toys. So then we could look at some third party. Did we look at Black Manta last time?
Yeah, I think we did.
Good. All right, so just going through what they have on 1/6 kit, Muff Toys, um, Scale Killer costume, 1/12. Have you seen this one?
Is that Dane DeHaan as
Yeah,
Harry Osborn?
I think the sculpt isn't bad.
Uh, I guess it's okay. I guess
It's decent.
Dane DeHaan's kind of got a funky looking face anyway. So
155 for that.
yeah, all right.
Did we look at this Catwoman?
No,
Yeah, this is not good.
that looks like a Barbie doll. Yikes. That's supposed to be from the new one.
Yeah, no interest.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
actually have this version, but they made a new samurai version that's copper, and I don't know. That's kind of weird that they would announce that. Like everybody already just spent like $300.
How does that non-rooted hair that you can peg in work? That's interesting.
It's just a peg. This is a great figure. Like I think it's fantastic. I don't need a copper version for a bunch more money.
Yeah, if I were into stuff like this, I'd probably buy that, but I'm not a collector of those things.
Oh, I don't think my version came with this. I think it only came with the bun. Cool. That's actually some interesting innovation there.
Hmm.
418, yeah. I mean, maybe if I hadn't already just bought the other version, it's kind of weird of them to announce it that
Yeah.
late.
There's a lot of samurai figures, it seems.
It's another Pop Toys one. Who's the representative from Hell? Is this a Mortal Kombat thing? Is that Mortal Kombat?
Kind of looks like Scorpion a little bit. I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, maybe. Sanada Yukimura. But the professional Leon.
Hey, I like him. He's cool. But they have another figure that they made of him already.
They're making
The
another
Hound.
Sandor Clegane, but I'm like, I'd rather you remake the first version. I don't want him in his like fucking pajamas.
Oh, with the beard. I kind of liked him in his more disheveled look.
But the outfit, like the other one is pretty cool.
He
Have
doesn't
you
look
seen
that
the other
bad.
one?
No, I've never seen the other one.
It just needs like an updated head.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he looks pretty badass.
Yeah,
Big
that looks
suit of
pretty
armor.
good in his in his armor.
Just needs. It even came with the Hound helmet. It just needs a better head sculpt.
It doesn't
That's
look
the one
bad.
I'd be interested in. It's like they don't even understand their audience. I don't get it.
Huh. All right.
Um, have you seen the Stranger Things? They've been coming out with the kids.
No.
They've been like releasing them and putting them up for order. It's all like season one. So whatever.
Can you imagine like being cast on a show that big and you have your own action figure? That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Like if I got cast on a show and I got a figure made of me, I'd buy that instantly.
1/6 scale Knights of War.
Is that supposed to be like Ares or
I don't know.
I don't know. It looks just
Pretty crazy.
yeah.
Diamond, Tournament Knight, Armored Warhorse,
Is it the Kryptonite spear?
Kryptonite Spear. It's kind of late to be making things like that, but here's
More
another
Mortal Kombat
Mortal
stuff.
Kombat. Sub-Zero, I'm guessing. Um, what is this? Who is Ujindao? A new company?
That's not Saving Private Ryan stuff, is it?
No, I don't even think it's a real person's face. I don't know. But
Hmm.
I mean, a lot of people buy that stuff. New
Yeah, I know.
Suits, American Psycho,
There's a Joker figure.
a new Michael Keaton, young Michael Keaton. It didn't look that good.
Is that another Ironmonger figure?
Yeah, I don't know how much 23 centimeters is. I it's 1/10, so
Oh, okay.
1/10 scale. This looks not bad. Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, when he was okay. Huh. That doesn't look that bad, I suppose. Face is not quite right, but
How much
I like the
for
outfit.
something like this? 146. You know,
Huh.
it's weird. Like third-party figures have been sort of going down in price in some cases.
Some of them have been going up in quality, which is kind of funny too.
Yeah, like the quality is not too bad.
Yeah, this is
They
some of the
announced
stuff.
a new version of Ryan, which I already have an older version. I want Upham and Wade, and they have not announced those. But it actually doesn't even look like Matt Damon that much. Looking forever at these.
It kind of looks like Matt Damon a little bit.
Yeah, his like brother who fell off a tree or something. Is this a Native American character?
You know what I'm banking on? The new Predator movie on Hulu comes out next week, and I'm really hoping that it's popular enough for them to start jump starting some new Predator figures because
I mean, that you'll probably get a Predator figure. Okay, that's
that's
a
what
good.
I'm hoping for.
So, for some reason, 1/6 Kit did not have um a couple things.
There's
So
Sandman.
yeah, there's Sandman. That's the one I wanted to look at. This quick view is fine. I mean, what's the problem with this one?
My problem is I don't like how it's just
Full
the
price, like
sand.
135.
Okay, for the price that's good, but for the head, I don't know. The sand head and the skin body, I don't know.
lets you play around with some of the accessories, like so you can have them have not full sand body.
I guess I've already agreed with myself that I don't really need a Sandman in my collection. Like I have all the other villains that I need.
I mean, you don't really need a lizard, do you?
Nah, but I prefer him over Sandman.
Um,
Sandman's very
I actually
abstract.
prefer this figure over the lizard figure because the lizard figure is expensive as fuck and looks stupid, and this one is pretty cheap and looks marginally better. I think you might want to replace the body, maybe.
If you can get it to cooperate with those arms.
Well, you can find a way to get, you can mod it to get the arms to go on, but I don't even really care that much if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd probably have them display something like that. But I ordered this and then canceled it. I ordered it because it was cheap, and then I saw the stand and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I don't need to have him like this.
Eh,
The likeness is okay.
yeah, I
I
mean
would have
for the
made it
price it
even
is.
a little more deformed. Um, and I think that was, yeah. Oh well, I could scroll through a bit. We saw most of these.
Mm-hmm.
Saw these. Ultraman. Some weird stuff.
There's RoboCop and Thor again.
Oh, actually, I wonder, do they? I want to see the Amazing Spider-Man. Do they have that listed, and how do they have it listed? Because 1/6 Kit is selling them together. Okay, so this one is just the figure then, and full price 300
Hmm,
without the lizard. But the lizard is not up for sale. It looks like. Is it?
interesting. Okay.
Okay. I think I am finished.
All right.
I'll do my collection update first. I don't think I have anything. I did get Tormund. I bought Tormund back,
Yeah.
and I'm
Back?
glad I did. Yeah, because I sold him just very recently, and then I bought him back actually for a bit cheaper. So I've actually kind of made money on that. But uh, yeah, he's a great figure. I'm glad I have him back. That's the only thing I've bought, and then the next thing that I should get should be the So Daredevil figures,
Really?
and also Geralt and Tony Soprano. But
Very
yeah,
nice. I mean, I'm intrigued to see that when it comes
but
up.
I haven't heard a peep about any of those. So who knows?
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so for me specifically, I think this is my biggest collection month that I've ever had since I started collecting. I have pulled in I think over 12 figures in 1 month. And a majority of them came from you. So uh for people that don't know, I bought out a decent portion of your collection because you were selling some stuff, and every single one of them is kick ass. So I don't have pictures of a lot of them, but I have pictures of some of them. So you gave me Jin Urso, which I love, Krennic, who I thought was really cool.
Are you going to be
Um,
sharing your screen?
yeah, well, I'm just talking about what I got first.
Oh, okay.
Scarlet Witch from Civil War, she's good. She's got that little scuff on the pants, but the way I have her posed doesn't really matter. Coulson's great, Pepper's great, Ant-Man's fucking fantastic, along with Wasp.
Oh,
Ancient
yeah.
one I modded, and I'll show you that. Then there's Vision, there's Groot and Drax. I finally finished the Guardian set, so super pumped about that. So as for my pictures, these are some of the figures I got from you, and some of them I just got. A lot of my pre-orders came in. So can you see this?
Yeah.
So the first one, yeah. So I got Ebony Maw. Uh, he's better than I expected, but worse than I'd hoped. Uh, he's not a terrible figure. I like the way his face looks. Like he's got a decent head sculpt. The teeth are a little weird, but he's okay. He fits
Sure.
really well with the rest of the collection. Um, biggest problem I'd say are definitely his feet. His legs don't move very well,
He looks
and
like
his
he's wearing a Halloween costume. Like that's the
yeah
quality of the outfit.
yeah
That
his
that those printed on things on his torso, isn't that supposed to be his body?
I really
Instead
don't
it's just like
know.
printed
I
abs.
don't think so. I think it's supposed to be a suit, but
And isn't his like arm supposed to have an exposed like skin? and instead it's just like printed patterns.
Like I said, it's not a perfect figure, but it
I don't
fits
think
with
anyone
what I
thinks
have.
it's perfect.
I think once the Black Order is complete, because you're right, Proxima Midnight sucks, but posing her with the rest of them it increases her a lot. Like this is a pretty subpar figure, but I think it's great in the collection. I think he fits perfectly. So there's that. My Hellranger finally came in. So this is Carter Slade from Ghost Rider, the original one. He's a pretty good figure.
You have the horse also.
I did not get the horse. I don't have room, and I don't really need it. I have him next to the Ghost Rider I got from you, and he's pretty cool. The bandana is a little weird, but the coat is a very thick pleather. He's got like a bunch of under stuff. This is a better version. He's got good pants. He's got a pocket watch under there. There are a few issues with this figure, which I'll show you. So yeah, there's his pocket watch. He's got a really good profile. The mouth opens and closes. You can take the hat off and you can put a battery in so his head will glow. One of the problems, though, I will say, is his head is completely sculpted from a strange plastic, including the neck joint. So if you leave him sitting there for a while, you almost have to like snap his neck to get it to move again because the plastic sticks. And that's very dangerous if you don't want the neck snap, like the joints to snap. He comes with the shotgun. It's completely die cast and it's fucking heavy. So posing him like this is very, very difficult because those arms will give out eventually. And the fingers are also a little weak. But overall, I fucking love this figure. I think he's great. And I think if I had the horse with it, I think it might look a little cooler. But the horse is expensive, and I'm not going to bother with that for now. But he's cool. Then what's next? Jango Fett came in. I think this is like I posted on Instagram and I said this is one of my top 3 Mandalorian figures of all time in my collection. I think he's great. The only downside I'd say is his vest is made of pleather, like underneath his chest armor is like a pleathery material. That's it. The rest of the stuff is great. His arms are magnetic.
What is
his
the chest armor made out of? Because it looks kind of soft.
Well, let me see if I can get a better photo. Okay, so the chest armor, like the metal looking stuff, it's the same stuff, same plastic. But the vest under it is a pleathery material.
Yeah.
It seems a little weak, but like you said, depending on your humidity, it shouldn't really be a problem if you don't move it very much like I won't. But like his little darts and stuff, all this you can come off, you can replace it with the blades. It's very maneuverable. His belt looks a tiny bit too clean for his weathered look.
Yeah.
But it's really fucking cool. I didn't take a picture of him with his head sculpt because I'm not going to display him that way, but head sculpt's not bad. It's not great either though, which is why I'm not going to display it. But he's pretty fantastic. This is Jyn that I got from you. I gave her Obi-Wan's Mythos backpack and I put the rag on her head to make her look like a vagabond. I love her. This is one of the figures I've been wanting for the longest time, and I'm glad I got her from you. She's pretty fantastic. Nice. She's got a great head sculpt. I display the gun with the stock back, and I think the backpack looks really good on her. So, thank you for her. She's fantastic. Krennic is also fantastic, and once I have room for them, I will definitely display them.
Oh, he's not out.
So this is one that I never really thought I'd buy, but I got it for super cheap. And it actually ended up kind of being, I actually kind of like it. Huh?
Who made it?
This is Sideshow. So, okay. So it's the quality you would expect, but it's really cool. I like the face sculpt. The glasses come off. He comes with 4 of these White Russian drinks. And I love that because that means I can give them to my other figures and do like little panoramas with them. He comes with a bowling ball bag with a bowling ball in it and a bunch of different hand sculpts, like one for smoking a cigarette and stuff like that. The clothes are all very loose fitting and he stands really well. The feet pegs are actually really strong. And I never really thought I'd buy this, but I love the Big Lebowski. And he honestly, yeah, it looks good enough. And he fits really well in a lot of different places. So I really enjoy him. I think he's really cool. And then what's next? Okay, so this is my Ancient One mod that I was talking about.
Hmm.
So I took the Ancient One's body and I put a female head sculpt that I found on eBay on it, and I can't. This is what came out of it.
It's cool.
I think it looks.
You didn't want to try the Ancient One's head on that?
No, I did. But I wanted because I have an alternate Strange in my collection, with the meth head sculpt and a few differences from my normal one. So I wanted to make her sort of like the alternate Ancient One.
Okay.
And I think she's great. I think she's incredibly posable. I'm glad I got the version from you that has these hands instead of the forearms because they pose and move really well. They're a little rubbery, but that's not really a problem
So
for me.
you didn't change the body?
No, body's still the same.
Because she's tiny.
Yeah, that doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
One problem though that I do have, her feet are super weak.
Yeah.
She cannot stand by herself at all.
Yeah.
But I have her on Thor's Rocky like Ragnarok flight stand, so she looks really good like that. And that's it for me right now. I didn't really get a chance to shoot the rest, but I'll have more next month. But that's what I got.
All right. Cool. So that is it. We'll be back at the end of August for another edition. All right.
right.
I'll see you next time.
See it.